Hello. It's time for Warlock Guide, guys. Let's start with the stats. We are going to invest into full in, and then we're going to increase the dex until it reach the variable city 100%, and the rest will be going to luck because it will increase your magic attack a little bit, but not much, but it's okay. You could also invest in fit if you want for the stats, if you don't want any luck. Next we're going to check the skills. So for the skills we increase SP recovery, and the rest you can just take any, because most of the skill we will use as Warlock is at the Warlock skill. Oh. Okay. So you, for the wizard skill, you the safety wall, side tracer, quagmire is okay, you can take it. In the rest you can invest into any skill, it's fine. Like the side tracer. Oh, actually, yeah, it's fine. Any is fine. Like this. At the high wizard, you take this elemental awareness. You permanently increase the elemental counter damage, so extra 25% bonus damage to weaker elements. You can take this too, the elemental resistance. Sometimes you can boost your elemental resistance against the elements wind, earth, water, and fire. Next you take this mystical amplification, take 10 of it, and also take soul drain. You can absorb their SP, and your max SP permanently increase as well after you kill enemies. This is useful for farming, etc. For this one, the rest of the skill you can pick any. I'll just take the magic laser. Now this one, for the warlocks, you take the Crimson Rock, Arc Lightning, Comet, and Chain Lightning, because they are the main skills DPS for Warlocks. Also take Reading Spell, this one is important. Can take Teleport. This Tetra Vortex, I think for now is not really good, because it have really long animation, yeah, so it will reduce your DPS, but for now I'll take it so we can face it later at dummy. Okay, so the skills are like this. For the auto settings, this is just for PvE or any dungeon. Actually, you just put the reading skill and your, depends on the enemy you want If the enemy is water, you can put arc lightning and chain lightning. As for the skills on the reading spellbook, because this one is you are using lightning, the first spell will be comet, and then followed by chain lightning again, comet again, chain lightning again. If your auto skill is using fire, you just switch this like this: chain lightning, comet, chain lightning, and comet, just like that. That's for the skills you use in auto settings. Next we go to the equipments that I use. I use Stylus Cap because it increases your boss damage by 0.5 every 7 level. So at level 102, I think you could increase like around 8%, I think. 8% damage to boss and the reduction to boss. For the cards, I use Carrot because we are using the Divine Armament of Master of Magic set. Next is this. I don't know why I picked this because probably the global cooldown, but it's not really necessary anymore for Warlock, the global cooldown. Just take the fixed CP -10 later, -3 when my refine reaches +10. Now it's still +9. But you could prioritize the magic damage or aim attack for this accessories malware. Next is the weapon. The weapon I choose, you could use card like size card, race card, and elemental cards depending on the enemies. If I fight against large enemies, for example, I will use large enemies. I use 2 Minorus. You could use Minorus and other race card like demon depending on the enemies. For the clock, I use Flirdora for the variable CP -5, so -10, and N +10 with this 2-3-star Flirdora. For the accessories, I still using this Dark Knight gloves because I don't have the magic accessories. So the reason I choose this because this set your attacks gain 30% chance to grant you skill damage plus 15% for 15 seconds. That's the reason that I still using this one. So for the card, I choose Greatest General for now. For the quest square, I choose this one because it reduces fixed CP, fixed cast time. It have in and dex +5, and this one you can depends on the enemy whether it's large or medium or small. I think small still Moonlight card, the purple one. It's like 4k yen for the cards. Continue with the armor. I choose the Still Baby Decent Wolf. You can maybe choose other cards if you have for defensive cards, like turning your armor into other elements or something, depending on the enemies. But I still use that Baby Wolf. For the shield, because I'm a PvE oriented, for the cards I choose Alice because damage reduced versus boss plus 15%. When I think when you have 1-star Alice, the damage reduction versus non-boss enemy, this one is still -5%, right? When you reach 1 star, it removes this damage bonus, I guess. Damage reduction versus boss enemy, it will go 0, so neutral. For the choose card, I choose Ferret. To Ferret because max SP again, because we are using Master of Magic Divine Armament. For the another accessories, I still use Greatest General because that's the card that I currently have. I haven't tried the raid card, but I think you can use raid card if you have it. For the backpack, I use this one because it gives you M damage plus 2% and your attack have 10% chance to grant you physical or magical attack plus 5% for 10 seconds. As for the cards, it's still Defiling Puppet because it increases your PvE damage bonus and reduction, so it's good. For the costume, I use this one. Yeah, it gives you ignore MDef and max SP. Once again, it's Master of Magic Divine Armament. This one for the set. Master of Magic. For the weapons, you can use Thanos. Thanos is the best one for this Warlock build. If you use other build, I think if you play the Ghost one, you can use Gunban thing. Okay, so for the shield, it's Book of Lies because at plus 10 attack, yeah. Fix City when your refine is plus 15. That's for later. Next, we'll go for the Nexus one. For the Nexus, I think the most important skills, the most important talents for the wind, fire element is this one. The elemental orb plus 10. For every elemental orb generated, you gain elemental damage plus 20% for 10 seconds and stacking up to 5 times, so you gain 100% elemental damage. And then this, the Blazing Spark, I still haven't got it. So upon consuming your Blaze or Spark effect, you gain damage plus 35% and ignore and death plus 10% for 10 seconds. That's the most important talent for the Nexus skill. And the rest you could take the last one. I think Undaunted you can use it also. The rest is up to you lah. It's fine. Just take the elemental orb and the blazing spark. If you use the fire wind, if you use the ghost one, you can take the soul expansion and alter time. You could also use the teleport, but it's just reduce your damage, increase your damage reduction and increase your movement speed for 3 seconds. And I think it's good for PvP because you'll probably have to teleport around. So yeah, that's for the Nexus skills. For this, the build, etc., you could take the Ignore MDef, PvE damage bonus if you're into the PvE. If you are into PvP, you can take the PvP damage bonus, but still take the Ignore MDef. Like this. For the support, I think it's better if you take the increase HP one. This, like the max HP plus 10, just like that. This, for the defensive one, you can take the PvE damage reduction. Yeah, like that. If depends on you. If you want PvE, can take this one. If you want PvP, you can take the PvP one. Also, you can upgrade this for you can upgrade this here for the increased effect of the PvE damage bonus. For example, like this anything. You can choose the same two slots like this one for the upgrades. If you upgrade it, to increase the ignorant death effect, I think to +8, something like that. Next is the Nebula tab. For now, I still only invest 35 stellar points. So for PvE, let's take this. I think I could take this, or yeah, I could take this one actually for the PvE. Take this one, drag pull, plus 5% M attack. This Phoenix increase your armor element reduce damage, and this one. For the second circle, you take this one. This one increase your elemental damage. This one is for elemental damage reduction. So far, I only take that one. For the third circle and the fourth circle, I still haven't taken since I don't have stellar points. But you can prioritize, depends on what you want. If you want PvE, you choose like this on the third circle. Anything that increase your damage is good. So for Warlock, for the fire and wind, you choose the elementalist one. You need to increase your level as soon as possible, I think. Depends on your resources. But if you reach level 60, it's better because it gives you M damage 18% if you cast a spell that consumes 1 orb. But if it's consumed 4 orbs, you gain 30% for 6 seconds. That's the level 60 effect. This one, level 40 is also good, because if you use the same type of element like the Crimson Rock and Comet, it's fire, right? It deals 5% increased damage per fire orb you have. Later I'll kind of show it in the dummy. This one is for the reading spellbook. It's when your reading spellbook is not active, casting a spell that consumes elemental orbs charge your spellbook by 1. So this one is for the reading spellbook. Also for the Tetra Vortex, when your Tetra Vortex is active, casting a spell that consumes elemental orb charges your spellbook with 5 energy. Now let's get to the dummy. But before I try the skills, I'll show my sigils first. These sigils is what I use for MVPs because yeah, it's the most good one for me. I'll choose Impel, choice Fate, choice Maze, and Get of Suffering. Impel effect is like this one, increase your skill. Yeah, when your target get punctured, increase the damage they receive by 15% from my skill. This fate tends to increase your damage by 25%. The side effect, if you don't trigger the increased damage, you'll sacrifice your life 7%. This one, you can read it actually. It's increase your 20% damage, but if you don't, you reduce your HP by 13%. Okay, for the damage testing, because we're using wind, let's go with this one first. So again, for the kills, wind, for this, the comet chain. Oh yeah, for the Nebula, hit this orb. This one is the one that increasing your damage. This elemental orb, that is the one that increasing your damage from the Nebula. Okay. Let me reset first. Now let's start testing my DPS. The test for I think 1 minute, it's enough. So my DPS to water dummy, it's around 64, 65, as you can see. Now we'll try the fire one. Let me change the skill first. For the fire one, we choose Crimson Rock Comet. For the reading spellbook, we can switch this. So chain comet. The reason is, after this one, upon hitting an enemy, it inflicts blaze for 7 seconds. So if you blaze and then spark the enemy, it gives you damage bonus. So that's why using this kind of setup. Now let's try to the fire dummy. god. This one's to fire the Mia. I forgot. We need to try it on the earth because we use fire. Sorry. Now let's test. So when it's fire, the damage is lower by 5%, by 5 million. I think that's fine because wind is more like a single target and the fire is more like our area of effect, the AoE one. So I think that's quite fine. We can also try to guard the wind one. So for my stats, my ignore and def is around 800. For my feathers, it's around this much. Your 10 set. Let me change the skill first. Also for the... oh yeah, I forgot. So for the... this one is for my grinding. Every time I grind, I just put energy code because it restores your SP. It's just for kinda not spending your Eden for ST top or something. But for MVP, I use Holy Light Shield and this one. This Spelden is also, I think, the most important Spelden for Warlock, the Elemental Insect Protocol. Wind, Earth, Water, and Fire attacks have 15% chance to deal damage, as if the target's P-Def is associated with that counter stat. I kind of don't know the explanation or the effect, but I think it's ignoring the target defense as the defense, not the magic defense, the P-Def. So maybe it also include the ignore P-Def. I kinda don't know. So let's try the win one. Okay, must double click. We'll try how fast can I kill in this dummy. So the DPS is around 40 mil. Yeah, 58, 40 mil. I think that's quite good for Garm.
How it is almost superb if you can keep the back seat stable and comfy. Carrot, listen up. This is my customer review.
So that is my Warlock guide, I guess. So if you have any question regarding this guide, or if there anything I miss or not mentioning, you can comment on the comment. You can ask on the comment section. I'll try answering it later on. So see you next time. Bye bye.